One of the key talking points in Chelsea's comfortable win against Milan was when they shifted to their 3-2-5 in the build-up, specifically when they were 11v11, because it created so many issues for Milan due to the fact that Chelsea were able to overload that midfield zone. When they shift to a 3-2-5, they have Cucurella moving into that inverted role beside Caicedo, and it would invite Milan's front three to close down Chelsea's back three. But in that midfield zone, it would be 4v2, unless one of the Milan center backs stepped forward to apply pressure and close down Enzo and Palmer. And then out in the wider areas, it completely isolated the Milan wingbacks against the Chelsea wide players. It was often Cucurella that was able to get the ball freely in that zone and then shift the ball out wide, but there were situations where if Milan didn't get tight, specifically in that midfield zone with Fofana and Ricci, you would end up seeing that Caicedo could get some time on the ball, Enzo could get some time on the ball, Palmer could drop deeper and receive it. And then from there, they were able to facilitate the ball out to the wider areas, and that was where Chelsea were able to harm Milan, because when they shifted it out to the left-hand side in particular, you would see Cucurella running beyond Loftus-Cheek and looking to sprint in towards the penalty area to occupy the center back. And from there, that would create space for the 1v1s, and that would allow the Milan wingback to be isolated, and it would create problems for them. And you saw that in the build-up to the opening goal, where it was the 1v1 in that zone, and it created a foul that led to the free kick for the own goal. Whereas on the right-hand side, there was a bit more variation. Enzo was doing something similar to Cucurella, and he was pushing forward and occupying the center back. And when Neto received the ball, now you could see either James making the overlapping run because Salamakers didn't want to track that movement. Palmer could shift over and towards that zone, and we witnessed this situation where it was Palmer and Enzo making the overlapping run. And from there, they're able to combine and create a high quality chance. And even in their best chances, the second goal stemmed from James making that overlapping run. And it just gives Neto a bit of time to pick out the cross for João Pedro, who was making a run in towards the 6-yard area. And you could see that Tomori didn't want to step because he was worried about the positioning of Palmer. And this created several issues for Milan and ultimately settled the game prior to them having a dismissal.